Hello and welcome back. Just wanted to give an update on this 95 flare side. I've been doing some wiring. I got the MSD mounted here. I've got it wired in to ignition hot, and then the battery heavy leads like the ground, the positive. I got the coil mounted here for now. I'm not sure if I like it. It's gonna make a little funky coil wire routing, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And I've just got this wire sitting here. The distributor's got to come back out. Got some oil in it. Filter. Haven't primed the system yet. I've been working on the wiring, like I said, just for the MSD box, really nothing else. So, also the radiator, I think I'm going to have to take it back. It looks like they've got, which I'd love to use it, but it's a little thicker and it's made a little different. I'd love to use it because I think it'd keep it really cool, but as you can see, the mounting points for the shroud are not right. So if I had a different shroud maybe, but I don't. I'm trying to think of what else. Let's see, going back over here, I don't think I had the water neck on it and the bypass hose last time, but they're on it, no big deal. Got the header over here. I've been trying to scrape this paint off. I think I'm going to try to put them in the blaster and blast them, so that way I can wrap them, because that paint is not meant to be any kind of high temp coating. It burns right off. It's really just how they word it, a shipping kind of coating, just to keep it from getting all scratched up, but it's no big deal. We'll get it sorted, get those cleaned up and done and on. That'll be the next step. Gotta get the oil pressure, gotta get the oil pump primed up to get oil pressure, get the headers starter on it. Yeah, then it looks like, do some cooling, plumbing, and fuel lines. We may get to hear this thing run next week. I doubt it'll be this week, but yeah, so that's that. All right, just had another quick update for you. It's been a couple of days since the first one, but I've got the headers stripped down. I'm starting to clean it up because, as per the instructions on the ceramic coating, they want this to be nice shiny metal. So all the paint's off, just getting it all shined up, ready for coating. And the same with this one here. I've got a little bit more to clean up on it. I haven't started doing the final step in the prep, but what you do, you strip all the paint off, make this nice and shiny, clean it with some sort of grease and wax remover, like acetone, brake clean, carb clean, something like that. And I've got a little jig over here. I'm going to use this other lift, and if these coat hangers will support them, I'm going to hang them like that. It may not do the trick, but we'll see. I'm going to hang them up. Need to clean that one off because it's got rust. I'm going to hang them by this, raise it up a little bit more, so that way I can coat them nice and evenly. That way it'll be, fairly simple, I guess, instead of trying to lay them down on the ground or on some cardboard. We got plenty of that. So yeah, that's just a little quick update. And I did say that I wanted to feature the big blue truck in a video, but not quite like this. It's a little down right now, as you can see. Needs to be cleaned, but the whole issue with it right now, it's had a crank sensor issue, like intermittent fault. It's not even really a fault. It's just, you'll be driving down the road, and all of a sudden it's like the ignition cuts off instantaneously, just momentarily, and continues on. So I replaced the crank sensor last night with this one, and the problem was even worse. So I ordered a Mopar sensor, should be here next week. We'll get that put in. I'm gonna take these back, get them, I'll get my money back, because that was expensive. This $85 part didn't work. Of course, the Mopar one's pretty expensive too. It's like 120 bucks. So, but it looks like, you might see there. See how it looks like it's rubbed it? It may just be me, but it looks like it's contacted it. I don't know. I read online too in a bunch of forums, people had the same problems. So, yeah, we'll get back to cleaning these up. I'll let you know whenever we've got them coated. Alright, welcome back. So I know I told you last time that I'd opened back up with the headers being coated. As you can see, they're not. So I think changed my mind again, and instead we're going to wrap them. But we've been busy with other stuff, and also we're doing the fuel system. As you can see, this looks like just the stock fuel pump assembly, but it's not. We took it apart. If I can get it up here without beating it to death. We took it apart, took the actual hanger out of it, took the case out, and removed the fuel pump and put a metal hardline in for pickup. So that way we can still use the strainer here, and this factory assembly, all the factory level and all that will remain the same. Factory plug-in and all that. One thing that was decided on the fuel system, where this is a 2-tank system, we eliminated the driver's side front tank. The owner said it's really just going to be a weekend cruiser, take it to some shows, so he's not planning on taking it on any trips. We decided to remove it. So as you can see here, this horrible mess, this was the first attempt, just sort of practice once we knew that it was going to be gone, to see what we wanted to do. The initial plan was to run the feed line right there, the pickup, all the way down into the tank. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought that'd be really hard to get that right, to do that correct. So we spent a little bit of time thinking this through, and I think this is going to work best. We do, all the fuel lines are out. The fuel tanks are out right now, both fuel tanks. So we've got this one out. I've just got it covered, trying to keep some dust. I'm going to clean it, get it nice and shiny and clean. And, well, I would raise it up, but all the old fuel lines are out. So what we're going to do is take, this here, that copper nickel line. I love it. It's easy to work with. So we're going to run, we're going to leave the new pump in the back. I've got it somewhere. It's a Holly red pump. Yeah, right here. Pardon the mess. We're going to use this Holly red pump at the back with the fuel regulator at the back. Now, we wouldn't normally run a fuel regulator with that 7 psi pump, but the Edelbrock doesn't want to see more than like 3.5, 5 psi, so we're going to have to regulate it still. So plan is, like I said, we'll use the strainer on the pump assembly, and then we will move the factory fuel filter itself back towards the back, so that way all the soft line will be back there, be minimal, and we'll run hard line. And it's a little hard to see. I've got the truck up on the lift, so I'm doing the best I can here. We're going to run the hard line up to, just coming up over the bell housing. That way we also have just minimal amount of soft line into the carburetor. So that way all the soft line is, like I said, minimal. we're going to have hardline in it, which to me that makes a little bit more even flow and pressure. So yeah, we're gonna keep cooking. Hopefully tomorrow have all the fuel system done and I can wrap the headers and get them in. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this video off here. So step back one more time. Hopefully we'll have it running the next day or two. Well, thanks you guys for watching and have a good day.